just arrived, swim 14 at Rainbow, so we'll see how the week goes, but we're here now at least. Got a little bit of stuff out ready, but you know, we'll see what happens. There we are, first day of the fishing trip at Rainbow, and we've got one in the bag. We're going to weigh it and then we'll let you know what's happening.
Yep, here we have Bill with the first fish of the holiday. We're yet to ascertain weight properly, but it's probably a scrape of 40. Taken from the long spot up the margin, 12 foot. Expertly guided into the net by Bill, while I was up the top having a shower and parlez-vous with Pascal. There you go. Bill, you happy with that one for a starter?
That, mate, that do. Well, that was the first fish of the trip, which was pretty good, you know. Weren't expecting that bite. That was what ended up £38 in the end. We took the sling off, but not a bad start. Let's just hope that we can have a few more. It's looking good out there. It's fishing generally slow all around the lake, but hopefully if we can nick the odd bite here and there, it'll be brilliant. So we'll see what happens, and we'll keep you informed. Swim 14 with Mr. Gilby. I wonder what he's up to today. Look at this. Look what we got going on here. What's this called?
This is called breakfast in a
bowl.
In a bowl.
I like it.
Here we have Bill laying a little snare in the corner there. Hopefully catches a wily old carp. I think the bait is already in. There she is. You can see the little float there. He's obviously found a nice little hard spot down there. A bit of baiting up. Got to let him have it out here. Good lad. This is down in the corner in front of what used to be swim 13. Looks like the big set, and he's making his way back to Blighty. Huh? Well, this is Tuesday morning, and I'll start my synopsis for the day with an account of the last 24 hours. Basically, we've had 2 bream and a carp. and lost one. The loss was over on the right hand margin again in the 12-foot gully. A little bit disappointing, snagged me up, but got all the gear back, so not a disaster really, I suppose, but would have liked to have seen what snaffled the old rig. We had a 24-pound common at about 4 o'clock this morning, which was out on the island over there, underneath the overhang. Put up a decent account of itself, and we've got the rod back out this morning. Weather again is absolutely glorious, so I think a bit of sunbathing's in order today, and maybe a continental breakfast stroke lunch. It's been an interesting trip so far. 14's a bit snaggier than we initially thought, especially out in the middle around the bars, but it's a learning curve as always, and we're just grateful to be here at Rainbow. I'm going to talk you through one of the rigs we use out here at Rainbow. This is a rig shown to me by a great friend of mine, Bill Smith. Oh, little beep on the channel rod there. Basically incorporates a size 1 hook there with a little bit of shrink tube to kick it out. That's then looped round with a figure of 8 knot there. The braid stripped back about sort of 3 inches to give it a bit of flexibility in play, and then the rest of the braid is all left still coated. I suppose it's about I don't know how long that is, 16 inches long, and the bait is attached using a small rig ring which runs free up and down the shank of the hook there, and we'll put a little stop on there afterwards. So basically we attach the bait here like this. There you go, and there you go.
Perfect rig.
The perfect rig catches me every single time. Delicious.
Just on the way down to Gav's swim, just had a big lump, so we're going to go and have a little look what he's had. I've just had one as well. It's in the retainer, so we're going to have a look at Gav's, and then we'll go up and check mine out. We'll see how it goes.
And then just put it in the mat, throw loads of water on it, and we'll sort pictures out in a minute.
That's a lovely fish.
Fucking hell, I thought that was sort of cameras out to keep pouring water on it. I thought that was going to go.
Oh, what you got to say about that then, Gav?
Is that his phone?
Yeah.
Fucking happy days.
Happy days, eh?
Right, Gav, you come home. Do a couple of trial pictures, Gav.
The cocoa banana.
Hold its tail up. Holding it like a joey. Got it?
Yep.
Sure?
Yep.
Right, that ain't good, mate.
You know, the sun's a bit clear. One. That's the one, Gav.
Are you ready? Let's have a little go with it.
Oh, that is a fucking beauty. Philip, this one's called. Oh, there she goes.
Here we go. £50 of rainbow milk. Happy days. Look at that.
Wednesday morning, I've just got up, had a cup of tea, and Nick has just managed to get a take on the close-in rod. So we got it in, we're just going to weigh it up and then get a few pictures, let you know what it weighs. Alright Nick, it was a nice unexpected bite, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, ripped off this morning while we were just stood there having a cup of coffee. about, I suppose about 42, 43 pound by the time we minused off the sling. So.
Yeah, weighed 46 with the sling not taken off. So we'll have a little look at her and then we'll get the final weight. But it's a good. It's a 40 anyway. The bird just hit the line. There we go. Look at that. It's a long one.
Beauty. Lovely.
Lovely, that is.
Lovely. She's going to flip, so I'm going to put it back
Yeah,
down again.
go on then, go for it. Do you want to put some on the other side? Look at that in the old morning sun. That's beautiful, mate.
There you go.
What a lovely rainbow carp that is.
Beauty, isn't it?
Length.
For the future, certainly.
The length of it's unbelievable. Let's crack her. Yeah, we'll get one of you going back with it. Let her go. That's a nice start to a Wednesday morning. Well done, mate.
Get in there.
Here we have Bill with our second capture of the morning. She looks like she's going to go about £44, this common. So the action's hotting up here on, what are we on, Bill? Wednesday morning.
Taking on a 5-day-old bait. A bit hybrid, bit of black currant. She's lovely in the morning sunshine. Like a bar of gold, look at that. Absolutely stunning. Well done, Bill.
No worries, put it back.
Yeah, slip her back, mate, go on.
A lovely, lovely rainbow. Lovely, that one. It's good to get that. There's 2 bites this morning, so get the rod back out there, hopefully. Pick up another bite, it'll be 2. 2 bites. What, in the space of
An hour, probably. Well done, mate. Top angling.
Here we have a bit of a blow coming on the bow. Big easterly wind roaring in. That flag was limp yesterday. Today she's flying high. Even though the mighty Arsenal lost again last night. Hopefully it'll blow us a few fish down from 18. Lovely jubbly.
Here we are, Wednesday, mid-morning Wednesday. Nick just rustling us up a bit of grub. We're pleased with the morning's action so far. What do you reckon, Nick?
Yeah, a couple of 40s in the bag this morning. Most welcome, I must admit, after a bit of a disappointing night. We were hoping to pick one up last night, but nothing occurred. But the breeze is still blowing quite nicely this morning, which seems to have done us a lot of favours. So we picked up a £40 mirror from the close-in spot, just out here, about 40-50 yards.
I don't know if we can see that. I'll have a little pan round the swim, see if we can get an idea what's going on, but it's quite windy out there. Looking up towards 12. That's where we've had all the action all out in that bit of water there. Absolutely nothing at all round here to the left of the swim. It's been so quiet. But this is where it's doing all the action. There we go, this is the cooking station. Nick's just rustling us up a bit of grub, some sausages in the oven, some sauté potatoes going on, and there's the chef himself.
Looking good.
Quick look round at the swim. We look back up. There's the house for the week. It's been good, keeps the sun off you, allows you somewhere to cook. Boats are ready to go. The flag's flying. Little shot down at the swim. There's a little view from up the top of the bank, looking down swim 14 towards 12. It's a little view, it's a little spot we got going in the corner here. We haven't had a take off it yet. It's been out a few days. We had a little bream one day, but it's been back out there. Nothing yet, but we're hoping that one could be a good spot to just leave. This is a little view just up behind the old swim 13. It's at the back of Pascal's boundary. And this is where what they do, cut the trees down and replant some new ones. And there's Well, probably in 10 years time this will be thick forest, all this bit here. They've just planted them in yesterday. It's an idea what goes on down here. The centre of the screen, that's a little baby pine tree growing there. Put in thousands of those yesterday. And that's just looking back down 14's water towards 16. Gavin in the centre of the screen there, that's swim 16, that's where Gavin and Adam are. They've been having a few. It's still been slow, but it's definitely picking up. Some of our spots out there, looking from the side of 14, straight across. We've got a few H blocks, and the rounder ones are the actual floats. So I don't know if you can make them out. Basically we got in shot there's probably 1, 2, 3, 4 spots there. The near one closest has not produced. The next one out has done a couple of fish, and the one on both the other on the far bank over there both done a fish each as well. And we'll just pan round. Just out there, I don't know if you can see it, but right in the centre of the viewfinder is basically over that island in front is the island swim. This is the lucky capture.
Yeah, this come from the right hand margin. I ended up getting him in the left hand margin. So
Nice fish.
a bit lucky this one. Looked up, saw the polyball moving, and was onto it.
Well, we'll just give you a brief rundown on what's happened today. It's Wednesday. Started off the morning really well with 2 fish, which you've seen on the video, and then Nick just about 2 hours ago managed to pull out one 33 pound. I mean, it was a lucky capture because the fish had managed to pick the float up right on the right hand margin, and somehow it managed to kite right away across. It obviously dropped the lead, and it had managed to just come round on a line, and Nick just happened to notice the float had moved and called straight out of the boat and got it in. So that was, we called it the lucky capture. But any time at Rainbow all sorts of things can go on, but we're happy with that. We're happy with the day's work. The wind's still blowing. It's calmed down a little bit, but it seems to have made a massive difference once the wind started blowing. We definitely started to get more bites. And then we've had fish out in front of us all week long, but they've just not been feeding hard. But they're giving it a bit of a go now. So we'll plough on. We're getting set up now, and we're going to have a bit of dinner, and then we're going to hopefully get another one tonight. It'd be great, because if it's after midnight, it could be big fish Thursday.
Right, for anyone spending a bit of time abroad, I can highly recommend buying one of these ovens that we've got over here. It's a fantastic piece of equipment and will really change your culinary experience while you're away. Let me show you a little thing that we're knocking up at the moment in the oven. This is going to drop it on the floor, of course. Roast lamb and roast potatoes. Just going to remove the lamb so I can get the potatoes properly roasted. Just going to show you some of the bait that we use now here at Rainbow to hopefully outwit some of these wily old carp. It's nothing special. It's just sort of the normal stuff you'd think you'd use, but I thought you'd give you a little view anyway. It's 15mm, 20mm, 25mm rounds, and then we've got some 25mm barrels, some 20mm barrels, and these are all in strawberry. This is our sort of mixed seed mix, which is a bit of party blend, a bit of maize, and some other little bits and bobs in there. We're spicing that up with a few of Eric's famous white tigers, some chili tigers, some Brazils, and some black tigers. And we've also got a mixture of the ever faithful blackcurrant
Mixed in.
mixed in
Some hybrid.
with some hybrid. And she goes like that, and that's in 10s, little barrels, big barrels, 20s and 15s.
Wednesday evening. Lake is flat still. Bit of fog rolling in. It's getting a bit foggy round here. You can see the mist rolling in now. I think it's going to be a misty night. It's going to be very misty. Definitely see the mist. Oh, hang on.
Morning, it's Big Fish Thursday. We've been out here 6 days now. Last night, in typical fashion, Big Fish Thursday bought us a £15 common. Caught right over the back there on a rod that had been out right since the start, on a triple tiger nut. So Big Fish Thursday didn't exactly start off with a big fish. Bill managed to nail another bream, taking his bream tally to 3 now. So he's doing quite well on the bream front, which is what he really came for. But we're ever hopeful. We've got a couple of rods back out this morning. The one that was wiped out by the bream, and the other one we've moved in a bit closer onto the end of the 3rd bar. So now they're both in 10 foot, fairly close in down to our right here now. So we're ever hopeful. Picking up a couple of fish this morning, maybe this afternoon. Things look good, although the wind seems to have abated somewhat. It's a bit flat calm this morning with some mist. But they're fish chopping in the swim, and things are looking good. So hopefully we'll get back to you later with a nice big fat slimy carp. Here at Rainbow, you have to share your habitat with all sorts of little critters. Like this little fella here. There we go.
Oh, I'm just about to go out in the boat and reposition one of the rods up the fingers, so try and get a bit of video footage of it going on, and we'll see whether we can get a bite from that rod. It's been very slow, but we'll give it a go. Here we are, looking back at the swim. Right, we're just out in the boat now. Just gone and got the rod from up at the fingers. And have a little bit of rebait on it, and then a bit of GoPro filming on the way up. And rebait it, just trying it for a slightly different position and see whether we can get a bite off of it. So I'll put another bait on now. Hopefully get a little bit of filming of where we're going to drop it, and then head back to bank and see what happens. Here we are up at the back. This is one of the little channels that runs up the back towards the cut through to the island. This is the 14's water. 16, I've got that bit of water just through there. I don't know if you can make out a pole in the centre there. That's one of Adam's rods. I'm going to have a little scout around here and see where I can find something good to drop it near. Need a bit of furniture to get the line right, but we'll give it a go, see if we can get something going on.
Oh, shoot. Still fine.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
bigger than fault, isn't it? It's a long one.
45.11. 45.10.
Yeah.
We certainly had a fight on it. Photograph. Don't let it stand there, Phil.
Steady on, Gil.
It's going to be a lively one.
You can't get nothing bigger.
Can't roll over for me.
That's the one.
Beautiful. Shaking away. Oh.
Slippery as a fish, that is.
Oh, mind your pick, Gil. Mind your pick. Oh. Of course you get me. Oh.
Lovely.
You alright with that?
Yeah, it's all good.
All good.
Back she goes. Nice one, well done, Phil.
Right, evening. It's Friday morning. Fuck knows what time, but it is Friday morning. And I have an absolutely bionic £40 common in the slip. This is not going to be easy to pick up.
Would it?
Ow!
Right. I'm on it. I'm on it.
There you go. £40. Lovely rainbow common there. Won't keep her out of the water too long because she's a bit crazy, this one.
Mm.
But it's a nice fish. Thought it was a bit bigger, but it's actually just over £40, about £40.6.
Happy days, nice
Stick her
one.
back.
Here we are. Last afternoon at Rainbow, Friday. Totally different weather today. As you can see, overcast. Little tiny bit of rain. We had one bite early this morning, which Nick had, £40 common. And then we had another bite just at first light. Hook pulled on that one, unfortunately, but it's the way it goes. But we're hoping to at least get one more fish before we go. Two would be great. And there is Nick, all looking depressed because he knows he's got to go home. So what do you make of the week so far?
It's been a good week. Thoroughly enjoyable. Weather's been a bit too hot really for my liking. This is much better weather for fishing. But yeah, we've done okay. We've had a 50, 3 40s, a couple of 30s, a 20 and a double. Bill's had a few bream, which is good. We'll be happy with that.
Yeah, it's a few extra bites, mate. Always, add up to the tally.
Unfortunately, we've lost 2, so we've had 2 hook pulls. So, but it happens in fishing. But it's just disappointing because you never know what was on the end. But we've got about 20 hours left, so we'll keep plugging away.
Most of the gear's packed down now. We're just leaving the basics up for tonight, and then maximise the fishing time for tomorrow, and then we'll literally go out and get all the rods in pretty sharpish. Most of the stuff's loaded in the van, and then we'll head round, shower, hit the road, say goodbye to Rainbow, and hopefully get a chance to come back next year. Although Nick is out again in November, so hopefully he might get a bit of footage and we'll stick it on the film with maybe his November trip as well.
Yep, no, looking forward to that one. To be perfectly honest with you, looking forward to going home now, seeing my missus and the dogs, and basically having a bit of a chill out for the weekend. Hopefully Arsenal beat Man United. Up the Gunners.
Bill's just going to go and stick the rod back out again after another successful capture. And I will pan round now and show you why this place is called Rainbow Lake. There we have you, the double rainbow. Absolutely beautiful. This is a new spot that Bill found this morning just off the side of the bar. Comes up out of 20 feet to 12 feet. There's a little ledge there and he sticks it on that, and that's gone off this afternoon. And he's also just had a pasty. Lovely. Here we have Bill with a nice common.
We managed to get one out on Friday, which is what we was hoping for. Very slow to go. It just goes to show a slight reposition on one of the rods. Just more or less in the same spots. Literally altered the depth of it. And you know, brought it up, cut the foot on the side of the bar and got a run within how long? What, probably 3 hours?
3-4 hours, yeah. Nice.
So it shows it does pay.
Just to have a little tinker about sometimes can make all the difference. Here we have his prize.
There she is.
36 pounder.
Nice
Lovely.
little Friday fish. Happy with that?
Lovely.
There you go.
Makes up for earlier loss.
Yeah. So there we go.
Happy days.
Well worth it.
A little bit of capture returns here.
Here it is again, yeah? Got it on it?
Yeah, mate, yeah. Yeah, just turn around a little bit for the camera so we have a look. A little bit more. It's a bit dark. There you go.
Dark, but she's there, mate.
There you go. Demonstrating a bit ultimate fish safety. Using the cradle to put it back.
Right.
Oh, yeah, nice. Go on, lift her again. Yeah.
Look at this. Swim 12 last morning. It's the man himself.
With a fucking paddle on it.
It's massive, isn't it? Beautiful.
Right. Under there, right?
Yeah.
Probably have to cuddle her, Dave.
Yeah, I probably will.
You might have to turn her over first, find it easy to pick it up. Look at the size of it.
Gorgeous.
Well done, nice one. Happy days. Well done, Dave.
Here we have the parting video as we're off. It's been a wicked week. Good company, few fish. I think we fished quite effectively this week and probably got the best out of our swim, to be perfectly honest. What do you think, Bill?
I think so, mate. I think so.
It's been our graft, but we both thoroughly enjoyed it, and I look forward to getting back in 6 weeks' time. A little shot, swim one as we go past. There's Mr. Lilly getting set up. See you later, John. Best of luck to you.
Good luck.
Cheers, mate. Hope you have a whacker. Right, this is the final synopsis of the week. It's been a good week. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves, met some new people, as always down at Rainbow, and seen some old faces as well, especially turning up as we left. Mr. Lilly, George Shonker, Arjun, Daniel Fuken Anderson. Yeah, it's been good. Final tally for the week, I believe, was a 51. And we had 3 other 40s, 3 30s, 2 20s, and a double, and about 4 or 5 bream, and 2 losses. Highlights of the week for me were Gav catching his 69.10, which was a phenomenal fish. Although I didn't see it on the video, and it looked amazing, and made up for him that he's had a whacker again. Also, on the last morning as we were leaving, Dave in 12 had Scarred Common at a monstrous £76. Bill went round and had a look at that, and that's also on the video. So it's been an awesome week. The fishing wasn't easy at all, it was quite tough. But what we found was the more we tweaked about with the depths and the subtle changes that we made, probably brought us a few extra fish. So we're both going home really happy with the way that we angled for the week in testing conditions. In typical fashion for me and Bill, as we left, the weather changed, and I firmly suspect that they'll probably have it off next week. It looks absolutely cock on now. The pressure's dropping massively, the rain's coming, and it's a bit more autumnal, the weather. So I'm back in 6 weeks with Dirk. We're going to fish in 21, so I wonder what that'll bring. I went out there and had a little look, and it looks a bit dangerous out there, to be perfectly honest with you, but I shall pitch up the bivvy, get the rods out, and we'll see how we go. So for now, I'm going to sign off, say see you later, and I hope you enjoy our video.